All right. I believe that I am live. Cool. Let me just check on that, make sure that that is the case, as it should be. So I think we're good. I think so. Yeah, cool. This will be interesting because the internet not working very well today. Has already crashed like twice today. So there's a very good chance that I will be pixely for a lot of this, or it will just kick me out of this, or who knows. Follow-up question. That wasn't a question, but a question. My fans are on right now because it is really hot in here. So I assume you can probably hear it. If you can, is it bothering you? Because if it is, I can just turn it off. I mean, what is bothering me is this like, oh, there the noise of the Zenkaiser mask, like flying around in the wind. That's what's annoying me. But I don't think we're gonna be able to fix it. But regardless, oh, you can't hear the fan? That's great, good, because I didn't want to turn it off because it is very uncomfortable in here. That is really annoying. Let me fix that. It's like the strap on my Papercraft Zenkaiser mask. It's just there. That would do it. Okay, so how is everybody doing today? I've already seen the bars drop on my internet connection, so that is, that's to be expected. We have 16 people watching right now, which I tweeted out the link a couple minutes ago, but I should probably say that I'm live now. I'm live now. There we go. All right. So, yeah. So, hope you're all doing well today. We got people in the chat. We got the Tokeners. We got Galaxy. We got Fantastic Tin. We got Fernando. We got Fies. We got Accidental Madness, Danger Floof, Paul, Super Blastics. How's everybody doing today? I just kind of, ooh, that was loud. I'm sure that was extremely loud to you guys. I just dropped my phone. But we got a notification on my phone. Oh, it's just a notification that I'm live. Of course it is. Cool. All right. So, yeah. Oh, wow. So let's see. Just reading some of the comments here. Everybody's just saying hi. Hello, fellow Josh. I can't hear the fan, which is great. We got 25 people watching now. I'm doing pretty good so far this week. Has been going really fast, which is good in some ways, bad in others. There's stuff I'm trying to get done and everything like that. And basically, last Tuesday, I did a kind of an impromptu live stream to talk about the leaks with the selfie series that happened last week. And I kind of also just talked about like the Memorial Gearliner and a bunch of other stuff like that. And so I had a lot of fun doing that. I did that for like an hour and a half last Tuesday. So I figured, hey, let's do it again. So I've, kind of the last thing on the channel for the month of May would be this. I've already posted a bunch of videos today as well. I uploaded 2 videos today, which if you guys did not check those out, please do if you guys would like to. But yeah, so hey, we have yo sub. I'm a new sub. Hello, thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it. So yeah, am I going to get all of them? All of what? Because that could be a lot of different things. I was wondering if you were going to tweet that truckload delivery photo. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. It's such a pain. Like, who knows? I'll talk about that later. But oh no, your name was Skip. Sorry. KIDM the man. What is up, buddy? Good to see you here. I think it's been a minute since we've chatted. But good to see you. Hey, so one thing that you guys haven't seen yet, because I put it together this morning, and this video I haven't recorded anything since that uses this setup. Besides one thing, but I'm not talking about that yet, and that is I've set up my Sentai display back at home again, finally. So you don't have to just see all the random crap I piled into this shelf in the background. Now you can see it put together. There's still a bunch of random crap over here, but now we have my Zenkaiger and Dawn Brothers display, which my head is blocking the Dawn Brothers. So there's the Dawn Brothers and the Zenkaigers. I'm going to put the Zenkaiger figures right here. I just haven't done that yet. And then up here is, I moved the Ultraman army. And by that, I mean I threw them all into a box and put them over there in the corner. And I turned this into more Zenkaiger. So Zenroku Zenkaio is up there. You can see my Flint plush, the Gear Delaner, the Gear Togelaner. So, you know, pretty cool. So I think it's turning out nicely. So I like it so far. So that'll be kind of the backdrop of videos for a little bit, which I'm probably also going to talk about in this live stream here. Some stuff for June, because there are things happening on the channel in June that I would like to let you guys know about. And I don't really know what a good way to do it is, other than like a live stream. So, you know, why not? But yeah, so I will fight you to be the number 1 2 Kaiser fan, huh? All right, let's go. Let's see who comes out on top. Let's see here. Lightning Collection is showing up at Big Lots now. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I've seen that before. Some of the figures. I didn't mention it in Lightning Storm because it happened so late, later than I had recorded the video. But people started finding Tengas at Ollie's, which is like a discount store. I don't know if that's just a regional discount store. I have them around my area here in Ohio, but I don't know if that's a widespread store or not. But people were finding cases of Tengas for like $15 there, which is fantastic if you don't have Tengas to army build yet. That's a great idea to do that, or just wait for the 2-pack that we're about to be getting. So yeah, let's see here. Goodbye Ultra Army. Yeah, I can't wait for my Change Heroes Don Dragoku. That's yes, that stuff looks really cool. All of the 6 Ranger stuff for Don Brothers, which I'm also going to probably talk about a little bit here. There's really not like a central topic to tonight, unlike last week when there was the whole selfie series thing, because I'm just kind of just going to sit here and talk for like, there's like a hair in my glasses, but I'm just going to sit here and like talk for like, I don't know, like maybe an hour or something like that. And I put in the thumbnail, I put the 6 Ranger Change Hero figure, I put Ultimate Revice, which I'll talk about in a second because people are asking me about it. And I also put the picture of Zox and Marvelous just like crouched in the grass. So that's going to be pretty sweet. So yeah. Any news on if In Space Silver will be released? So it took only 7 minutes to be asked about it. I don't know, unfortunately. I get asked so many times if that's like I think my most common questions I get on YouTube comments or Twitter or whatever it is when is In Space Silver getting released properly, and when is Wave 12 being revealed? And I unfortunately don't know anything. I don't have any answers to those questions. I really, really wish that I did. And if I did, the second I find out about it, I would post it on Lightning Fig PR or talk about it on Lightning Storm here on this channel. So just stay tuned on those different platforms, and I will try to find out information on it as best as I can. But as of right now, I don't know. I hope Walgreens actually gets it like it's supposed to, but who knows at this point? Who knows? But let's see. Reading more comments here. Is Season 2 of Project Unlock going to involve the bonus keys? So Project Unlock, I'm not really going to do like a Season like 2 of that, like I did for like Lightning Library, where there was like a Season 2 that was all the 2020 releases. Basically, Project Unlock had this arbitrary goal that was kind of like, hey, I'll try to get every single key by the 10th anniversary of me ever collecting keys, which would be this Christmas. That's just like going to be impossible, which I knew that at the beginning of the series, but I'm still going to release, especially because a lot of my money that would have gone to Ranger Key Backlog has ended up going to Ranger Key current stuff, because they released a little bit more keys than I would have expected them to have done when they kicked off the whole Memorial Gokaiger line just about a year ago at this point, which is insane. However, speaking of Project Unlock, because I did post about it on Twitter and on a community post today, there will be a new episode of Project Unlock dropping on the channel tomorrow as the very first video for June. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be, I don't want to say what it is just yet. I will say that it is a premium set that I did not have yet that I finally now do own. So that arrived today. I filmed the video a couple hours ago. I'm looking at the keys over there in my display, or in my my review station right now. And I'm very excited. I just have to edit the video and get it out for you guys. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Probably like at noon Eastern time is probably when I'll drop that. So just stay tuned for that. I think I'm going to be dropping a second video tomorrow as well that I know isn't going to do as well. So I'm going to have the Ranger Key video kind of try to push the viewership up for tomorrow, because it's going to be a video on some of the Kira Clear versions of Avataro gears that have come out recently, because I'm slowly building a smaller backlog of those. So if those arrive in time, I'm waiting for my magazine that comes with the Lupin Ranger and Cure Major ones to arrive, and then I can make that video. So hopefully soon. But let's see, what else was I saying here or reading here? Someone mentioned something about a new Power Morpher at GameStop. So that would be interesting. I haven't heard anything about that personally, so not sure. The Legacy of Nerd asked, what is your next hair color going to be? I'm not sure. Right now, it's still just fading into blonde, basically. I don't remember if I ever posted the blonde Josh photos on Twitter. I don't remember if I did or not, because when we bleached my hair before I dyed it purple, it was just all blonde for like an hour. I forgot if I posted those or not. But I'm just going to kind of let it keep doing what it's going to do. I do intend on dyeing it purple again, probably, unless I change my mind and having it a different color. But I'm not going to be doing that until the fall semester, which doesn't kick off until August. So about a little after Power Morphicon, essentially. But I do plan on doing it again. So that would be fun. Let's see. Yeah, Billy, Wave 11. Yeah, I know. Hey, it just warms the pegs there. Wave 11 is very much kind of becoming like, not oversaturated, but like the norm to find, which that means that hopefully we will have Wave 12 soon. Hopefully, but who knows? Let's see here. We had first time in your live stream. Love the videos. Thank you very much for showing up here. Let's see what else. People are guessing which key set, which key set that I bought. That would be. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say which one. Ooh, that's a good question right here from Ranger West. Since this year would be my first PMC, if I decided not to get too many autographs, how much money would you recommend I take for the toys? Ooh, that's a very good question, because I don't even know how much I'm going to take myself. I have so many pre-orders to pay off before Power Morphicon happens. I was looking at my my spreadsheet, my budgeting spreadsheet. I'm just like, oh boy. And especially because I added the 6 Rangers changer and weapon combo set to that spreadsheet this morning. And I was like, oh boy, I don't know. And then we have like all these Lightning Collection items coming out. So like, I'm going to just bring as much as I can. But I mean, I guess it depends on what you are looking for at Power Morphicon toy-wise. Like if you're looking for like certain Megazords or something, you might want to bring us, more money. If you're looking for maybe certain figures or maybe like certain gimmick items, you might not need as much. But it really just depends on what you think you're going to spend or what you think you're going to need to spend. I'm with you on that with not getting too many autographs. Like autographs are cool. They're not like they're not the main thing for me. Like I'm not going to go there and get a bunch of autographs. Basically, the only autograph I'm going to try to get is of Captain Marvelous, because that is like a once in a lifetime opportunity there. But besides that, I'm going to be going for toys. I'm going to be going for Ranger keys. I'm going to be going for just other miscellaneous stuff. I've always wanted an Astra Megazord, for example. I've never owned one in my entire life, and it's my like favorite Megazord. So like I'm sure I can find one there, and I will probably just pay whatever it costs there, because like in the environment, you know what I mean. I'd be more willing to probably spend a little bit more than I would on eBay or something. But yeah, it's a personal preference really, how much you should bring. But yeah, let's see. Which version of the Doctor from Doctor Who would be a version of Kamen Rider? I have no idea, because I've never seen Doctor Who. But as of the Doctor Who's that I'm aware of, I'm a big fan of David Tennant as an actor. Matt Smith as well. Peter Capaldi's just looks really fun. I don't know anything about him, but he looks really fun. So I would say any of those, 10, 11, or 12. But I've still never seen a single episode of that show, really. So yeah. Can't wait for your Project Unlock episode. Been getting a lot of keys within the week, so I may even make a video. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would love to see it. I love videos like that, just people getting hauls of random Toku items. I watched those for so many years, and that's what's inspired me to create them. So if my videos inspire you to do that, that's really really cool, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, do it. If you make a video, like let me know somehow, if on Twitter or here or something, or if you want, I don't know, but if you have some way you want to show it to me, if you do, I'd love to see it. But yeah, yes, I am. Just a couple things. I have the Crimson Guard on pre-order. That's in the spreadsheet. Anything I have on pre-order is in the spreadsheet because I just need to know how much money I need to try to save for everything. So that's not just Tokusatsu stuff, but that spreadsheet has Dawn Brothers stuff on it. It has Lightning Collection. It has other stuff that I know I'm just going to try to track down soon. It has G.I. Joe figures and stuff like that. So, yeah. But yeah. Let's see here. All right. Thoughts on the Geets trademark? There's really not like a ton of thoughts on it so far. I mean, there's really not much we can say about it. I did a little video on it yesterday. But hey, sounds fine. It doesn't sound... I don't know anything that could be about it, so we'll see. But yeah, buy the Ultra D Flasher. Yeah, I'm not. I bought the Z-Riser and the Spark Lens the last 2 years in a row. I love the Z-Riser. I love the Ultra Metals. I barely did anything with the Spark Lens. I don't even know where that is right now. I think it's over in the box over there, but I've like barely like mess around with the Spark Lens. I like the Spark Lens, but like I dropped trigger extremely fast, and I need to stop just buying Ultraman toys for no reason. The vinyls are one thing, but even that adds up very quickly because they release a lot of vinyls, and those are like $5 a piece. And while you buy like 1 or 2 vinyls, it's like not so bad. And then I get boxes with like 6 or 7 Ultraman vinyls in it, and I'm like, oh, that's a little bad. I still keep doing it though. There's the Zoffy one from the Shin Ultraman film just went into my private warehouse on HLJ this morning, so it's still happening. But I don't plan on buying Ultraman role play stuff anytime soon, unless like Ultra Metals come back or something, because I love the Ultra Metals and I have literally every single one of them. So like if they make more of those, I will keep buying those. But like I don't care about the hyper keys. I don't care about these new cards for Decker, which do look cool, but like I need to not do that for a little bit. But yeah, let's see here. Reading more comments here. Yeah, the Mind Bend. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I saw pictures of that tonight on his tank. That does look pretty sweet. If there were Star Wars or Marvel entries, who would I want to key of first? Toei Spider-Man. That's what I would want to key of first. Technically, still Toku, whatever. So I 100% am. 100. Was that a competent sentence? I 100% am going to be doing that. I plan on having him sign a Gokai Red Ranger key, which I either need to buy another Gokai Red Ranger key for him to do that, or I might just have one. I have a box of just extra keys that like I don't need. I'm sure there's a Gokai Red in there somewhere. There has to be, right? It has to be like one of the most abundant keys that they ever made, besides like Red Buster or something. So I'm sure I probably already have one, but it might be like a Gashapon quality, and I'd want him to sign like a deluxe. I know a lot of people are going to want him to sign like the memorial items or stuff like that. And personally, I don't really want him to do that because I feel like it'd be too cumbersome to try to bring all the memorial stuff with me because I have to take like a 5-hour flight or something over to California for Power Morphicon. So like I just don't want anything to happen to it and everything. And just bringing a single Ranger key is very simple to just pack in a bag and take. I can put that in my pocket. I can take that. So that would be pretty easy to do. And that's just as long as I can get that and maybe like a picture or something, I'd be good. I'd be good with that. But yeah. Let's see. Do I like any of the SMP Megazords? Is there any Megazord you want to see that hasn't been done yet? I do like the SMP Megazords a lot. I don't own any of them personally, which is unfortunate because I do want some of them. I know some of them are getting re-released right now, but like I just don't have the funds for that right now. However, if there was ones that they haven't done yet that I really want to see them do, that would probably be the Bokendra mecha. I love the Bokendra mecha. I don't own any of it, but I love the designs of it, and I love just the different combinations that can be made. I think that I love Ultimate Daiboken is one of my favorite mecha combinations that I think Sentai has ever done. I love that thing. So if they ever did SMPs for Bokendra, I would certainly be very tempted. But they've already done a lot of my favorites in SMP, and I haven't bought into them. Like they just finished Gal Ranger, which I love the Gal Ranger mecha. I love the Astro Delta Megazords. They did that, and like I just haven't gotten those. But yeah. Let's see. Gonna have to explain to the post office what a D-flasher is. Apparently Saber is big in China or something. They're getting that, or at least Bandai China is releasing that full big size replica of Falchian's sword. So that's very interesting. But yeah. Let's see. Am I excited for the Power Rangers Ultimates line? I mean, yeah, they look good. I'm not buying any of those. I think Super 7 Ultimates are very, very expensive. Speaking of Super 7, though, let's see if I can grab this without destroying the entire display. I don't know why there's just a roll of paper towels there. I've been cleaning the room, and there's just, like, dust all over the place. So I did finally get one of these. I got one of the reaction figures. My grandma got this for me for my birthday a couple weeks ago. So I never would have bought one of these on my own because I think that these are very overpriced for what they are, but I've always wanted them. I think they look really good, and I don't plan on getting any more than this. There are Power Morphicon exclusive ones, though, which is interesting. So those ones kind of look cool because I do really like the black and gold Megazord whenever they do that gimmick. I think that's always fun. But who knows? Maybe I'll pick those up, or maybe I'll at least pick up the Megazord. I don't know, but I do have one of these now. So that is fun. I'll probably just, honestly, at this point, just keep it in the packaging. There's really no reason for me to not. But yeah. Let's see. Every time I have like the comments like frozen, and then I scroll, and then it's just gone. So, let's see. Would you get an autograph of Black Condor's actor? I mean, probably not. Which, I mean, it's really cool that he's going. Like, that's really sweet. But like cost-wise and time-wise, really too, because I imagine that Marvelous's line is going to be extremely long. I would prefer to just get that one if I had to pick one, to actually do. So, oh yeah, if I have not mentioned this yet. Am I going to vlog my Power Morphicon experience? Absolutely. So there will be a ton of content that comes out of that. I will be so tired that weekend, but I am so down to do that. Yeah, basically the way I plan on doing it is probably have. I mean, this is still a couple months away, so I'm still kind of planning it out. But basically, I'll probably have some content that will go up during the convention, kind of just like auto set to go, so I can just enjoy the show. I do plan on recording Lightning Storm at the convention because there will be a Saturday during the event, and I don't know if we're going to get Lightning Collection news at the event or something like that, or maybe we'll get it around the event. It will be around Power Rangers Day after all. It won't be on Power Rangers Day, but it'll be very close. And we don't know if Hasbro is going to be doing Power Month again or something like that, so I do plan on recording a Lightning Storm either at the show, probably not the best idea, or like at least from like the hotel room or something. There will be a Lightning Storm recorded from there, and I am going to vlog the whole time. And then what I'll probably do is I'll probably edit those during the week after and like upload them in parts or one big video or something. However it feels natural to do so is how I will do so. So, but yeah. Let's see here. We get some more comments. If a Toku tuber was turned into Ranger keys, how many keys would I buy? Any key that ever exists officially, I would buy. So, but yeah. Let's see. Oh, I know, right? The Memorial Gokai Sailor is incredible. I cannot wait to get that thing. It's gonna be so cool. Ooh, the next team I see in Shoto Super after Live Man. That's a good question. I don't know. I think if they're going to be going backwards to do Sentai teams that previously had Super Mini Plot releases, I could see them doing Kaka Ranger or Mega Ranger or Jetman was another one, because they've gone backwards now and they've done Jew Ranger, they've done Live Man, which had Super Mini Plot releases before. So that would be really sweet. I could also see them going forward with whatever season is picked next for SMP, now that we're kind of wrapping up Gal Ranger. I think actually, didn't they announce Denji Man was the next for SMP? I think that was announced. So maybe we'd do Denji Man. That's a pretty popular one over there. So I could see that. It could also go well with the already released Sun Vulcan. I kind of want to go back and get all these SMP or these Shoto Super releases. I think these are really, really cool. I have the Gokaiger one on pre-order because it's Gokaiger. I had to. But that is the only one that I will actually own. I don't have any of the other ones. But yeah. They're cool, though. I really do like them a lot. Let's see. Just reading some more stuff. Do I think Morphicon would do the power breakfast? Maybe. It's possible. Let's see. What do I think of Revice / Dawn Brothers right now? That's a good question. I like that one. Yeah, so Dawn Brothers is killing it. It's such a good show. I was just catching up on it a little bit last night. I'm a little bit behind. I'm probably going to watch some more later on tonight while I'm waiting for my Ranger Key video to upload or something like that. It's such a good show. Like, I don't even know exactly like what it is about it that is so good, because I think there's just so much. Like, it's just really fun. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch it somehow, which I know it's a little tricky, I highly recommend it. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun stuff happening with the introduction of Don Goku. I think that's going to be adding a lot of cool stuff to the show. I'm very curious what the 6 Ranger gears are going to do in the show, since they seem to have such a prominent feature in the toy line now. So that's going to be really sweet. Revice, I am much more behind on. I think I'm like 6 episodes behind, 7 episodes behind, something like that on Revice. I'm not 100% sure. But I like Revice a lot. I just kind of fell off of it. There's certain elements, certain plot points I'm not very fond of, certain characters I'm not very fond of. I'm looking at you, Daiji. And I want to catch up on it, especially because of the fact that we're getting the final form debuted this weekend. And Ultimate Revice looks amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, it looks so good. I think that suit, I think they killed it. And I can't wait to see what the debut fight is of Ultimate Revice. I hope it's not against Live. What was that form called? Holy Live, because I think that's what the scans kind of imply. So we'll see. But no, Dawn Brothers, fantastic. Revice, pretty good. I think we're at a pretty good point in superhero time right now, where both the shows are pretty solid. So hopefully Dawn Brothers can continue this trend. I loved Zenkaiger. I loved Kira Major. But like, Dawn Brothers is one of the greatest Sentai seasons I've ever seen. And we're only 11 episodes in. Or no, we're not. We're 13 episodes in. I'm 11 episodes in. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's so good. But yeah. Reading more stuff here. Let's see. Where am I curious to get the Ranger Key signed? Oh yeah, so this is kind of a bad example because this one doesn't even have a sticker on it, but this is my really messed up dummy key that I just keep on my desk. Like, the hinge is completely broken on this thing. It can't even stay as a key anymore. But it doesn't even have the sticker. But I would have him sign it on the sticker, which would actually be there on the one I would have him sign, because I figure it's just it's a small area, that's for sure. But I wouldn't mind if he even wrote on the sticker part or whatever. That's kind of how I imagined it doing it. I know it's a small little area for him to sign, but like, I think it would be cool somehow if I can make that work. But yeah, let's see here. Would I like a Metal Heroes revival? Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I've barely watched any Metal Heroes. I watched the first episode of Gavan like a year ago, which I did a video about, like me watching it. But I haven't seen much beyond that. But I'd be down to see them bring it back again somehow. I know they keep always trying every couple of years, but who knows? Oh yeah, I remember that collab. Yeah, that was a fun one. So yeah, that was a good one. Sentai or Kamen Rider? I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and open up. I have a brisk fruit punch drink tonight because I knew my voice was gonna get dry. Sentai or Kamen Rider? I think it kind of just depends on the day. Like, some days I'll be like, yeah, Sentai forever. Other days I'll be like much more in a Kamen Rider mood. Right now, I'm probably more in the Sentai mood. Because of all the cool stuff that's happening with Dawn Brothers. So I think that would be pretty sweet. Or that would be my choice right now for Sentai or Rider. But yeah. Let's see here. Do I think Hasbro will ever re-release Dino Thunder White with the correct helmet design without having to go through customer service? I think that it's certainly possible that they would do that. I don't think it would ever be via a single release. I think it would be via a 2-pack of some sort. A 2-pack against who? I don't know necessarily. I'm trying to think of like who would be. Ironically, one of the best options for a Dino Thunder White 2-pack would be Dino Thunder White. Like if you could have him versus the evil clone. If you wanted to do something like that, like include the same figure as the Walgreens one, but with an improved helmet, and then you include the same figure again, but with all the spikes to be Super Dino mode, that could kind of work. It'd be very obviously it'd be very kind of cash grabby for Hasbro to do that, but like it would be valid, you know what I mean? Like it's something that I'm like, okay, they could potentially do that. I don't know if they would or not. That's just like that. That's how I would do it personally. Like if I was in charge of the decisions, that's what I would do. That or because I don't see them pairing him up with like Dino Thunder Black. I don't see him pairing him up with like Mesagog necessarily because I know there's a connection there with his father and everything, but like I don't know. I don't really think that works. I also don't think that they would pair him up with Zeltrax because I think that'd be a better 2-pack to pair up with Tommy, which is really what I want them to do. Ranger has said Dino Thunder White and Elsa. That's not a bad choice actually. That would be a cool one too. To get, I want so many. I want all these Dino Thunder figures so badly. I love that show a lot. That's my favorite Power Ranger season, and we have good figures in the line for it so far. But like, I really want Mesagog. I really want Tommy. I really want Zeltrax. Like, let's get them. I think it'd be sweet. But yeah. Do I ever think Hasbro will re-release the Dino Charge Black Ranger? See, that's an interesting case too, where I don't see them releasing it as it was. I think that they would. I feel like if we ever got a Dino Charge Black again, it would be like a different version of Dino Charge Black. Like I could see them doing like the Dino Armor X. Is that what it was called? With the orange like crocodile clamping things. Like I could see that potentially because that would be mostly a mold reuse, but like with a little bit of new pieces to it. So maybe they would do something like that. I think it's just tricky because we have seen exclusives be re-released again in the line somewhere else, but not like a ton, especially store exclusives we haven't really seen be re-released with some exceptions. Obviously, like Psycho Blue got re-released again as another store exclusive. Goldar got re-released again. But like, I don't think they would ever just straight up re-release a figure exactly how it was. There's always going to be some sort of attempt at a new incentive to get you to buy it again, in my opinion, at least. So we'll see, though. I mean, I get it. Like, it'd be really nice if they could restock it or something because I know that figure's become very difficult to get. But yeah, what is the best place to buy Commodore toys for a relatively cheap price? I've been thinking about getting the 01 driver, but can't decide where I should get it. That's a good question. There's a lot of places you can go. You can go to Mandarake. I use that place a lot. You can use the different sites on Bai. But if you're looking for the 01 driver specifically, I believe that it's getting a US re-release over here. I think 01 driver. Yeah, it is. So there is a re-release of the 01 driver. Actually, let me share my screen here. I was going to share my screen at some point to show off certain things anyway. But yeah, I can show this. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, they are re-releasing the 01 driver with a US release via Bluefin in a couple of months. So, and it's not a terrible price. That's basically a retail price for what it cost when it first came out. So if you like to get this, that's an option. You can put $10 down on it now and pay the rest in September when it actually releases. So that would actually be kind of neat. Not a bad idea there. But yeah. When do I think we'll get big battleizers in the Lightning Collection? I don't know. It would be in the deluxe line, the new deluxe line that they've made, but I don't know when they would do it. Based off of listings and stuff that I've already said about the deluxe line, they're not going to get to it in wave 2 or wave 3, but maybe if we get like a wave 4 or something, it's potentially possible, but we'll have to see. Speaking of more Lightning Collection stuff, what is the next 5-pack that I'd like to see Hasbro do? And just plain and simple, the Alien Rangers. I think it'd be a great idea for a 5-pack. I don't know how well those guys would sell if Hasbro split them up into the individual waves. Certain members would, like Red and White would sell well because White is a very popular Ranger. She's also like the leader of the team. Red is a Red, and you would need Aruko. That's his name, Aruko, for a Forever Red display. So like, I think they would sell well enough, but like, I don't see blue, yellow, or black selling very well at all. So you might as well just do a 5-pack of them all, and it just works. Like, it just makes sense. I think for that team in particular to do that with, because not that the characters are not popular, but like, I think they're kind of more popular as a group than individual Rangers, if that makes sense. And I think they're one of the only teams that kind of have that sort of distinction to them. So they might as well just put them in a 5-pack. I think the Psychos worked fantastically as a 5-pack, and I'm really shocked we haven't done that again. Like, I'm surprised that it isn't like an annual tradition for Amazon to get a 5-pack at this point. But I would love to see that concept come back, even though it's very expensive. And today, it would be at least $125 instead of $100, and probably be like $130 just because why not? But I'd be down for it. I'd love to see it happen. So hopefully it does. Let's see. Am I going to do any videos on Ultraman Decker? Probably not, but we'll have to just wait and see. Let's see here. Why have they not released Black Dino Thunder? I don't know, to be honest, unfortunately. Let's see here. Ooh, hey, we have a $1 super chat from Tales from the Grid. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's see here. That'd be pretty funny if they did a Beetleborgs 3-pack. I mean, because you could just pretend that they are the Machine Empire generals from Forever Red. That'd be really cool. Let's see here. When do I think they will complete the whole Dino Charge team? So that's a good question. They are completing the core Dino Charge team, which I know is not what you're asking, but they're completing the core Dino Charge team in Wave 13 because we are going to be finally getting Coda sometime this fall. But granted, who knows, because they still haven't revealed Wave 12, so Wave 13 is definitely a ways away at this point. But beyond that, we don't have any listings for Aqua or Graphite or Silver or Purple or Dark. And we have like all the pieces now. We have a male mold and we have a female mold. So we can do it all. And I would very, very much like them to do so. But I feel like we're at that point where it's like we get to the Rangers that are more difficult for them to sell for Dino Charge. So I would very much hope that they do make more, but who knows. Let's see. Love the hair, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you. Favorite Sentai of all time? Go Kaiser. What is my least favorite Sentai and Kamen Rider designs like Forms and Mecha? Interesting. General Kamen Rider least favorite designs might be, I don't know. I think every Kamen Rider season has good designs. I don't really know if there's any Kamen Rider season that has like across the board bad designs. But some of my least favorite designs might come from, I don't even know. Like I think of a show and I'm like, oh, but no, those have cool designs. You know what I mean? Like the first season that popped in my head was Hibiki, but like I don't even think I agree with myself on that. Like I think the Hibiki riders do look really cool. I think they have a cool, distinct thing being kind of different. So I wouldn't say that they're like a least favorite. Sentai wise, my least favorite team design, I don't know that either. It would probably be something pre-Zyuranger, but there's a lot of pre-Zyuranger teams I really like the design of. I've never been like the hugest fan of like the Sun Vulcan suits or the honestly even the Jetman suits have never been like my personal favorite. The Battle Fever suits are kind of a mess, but then again, I don't really think there's ever like a bad thing. You know what I mean? I think most shows get at least one good design or a bunch of really good designs. But yeah. Let's see here. People are asking about Turbo Rangers. That's a good question too. I don't know why they keep skipping that. I don't know if there's actually rights issues with the movie or not, or if that's something we've all just kind of made up and have tricked ourselves into believing. I really don't know. It's very strange that they're avoiding Turbo for some particular reason. I really wish they would get to it because I would wish that people would stop asking about what they would do with the blue Turbo Ranger. It's the same questions I see in Facebook and like Facebook groups and Ranger board comments all the time. People are like, "Hey guys, what would they do when we get the blue Turbo Ranger? Or would they make a face sculpt for Wild Force Red and Ninja Storm Red?" I'm so happy that we're finally going to get an answer on that one very soon, because whenever they reveal Deluxe Wave 2, that wave has Wild Force Red in it. So whenever they reveal Wild Force Red, we'll know the answer. If they're going to include a coal head or not. I personally think that they will, but we'll have to wait and see on that. And that kind of connects back to this question as well. Do I think we'll see Lightning Storm? Do I think we'll see Ninja Storm in the Lightning Collection? Hopefully someday. I love Ninja Storm. I really want figures of the Thunders and Cam specifically. I of course want the figures of Shane, Tori, and Dustin as well, but we already had those from from Bandai. So I really want to see Hasbro, do the Thunders, do Cam, stuff like that. So, yeah. If I had to choose between Tokuger, Zyuohger, or Zenkaiger for possibly being adapted for the 30th season, which one and why? So I think that the best choice would be Kira Major, actually. But out of these three, I would say probably Zyuohger, because it is the one of those, well, Zenkaiger as well, but it's one of those three that have the anniversary elements to them. And Zenkaiger has really awesome, anniversary elements in it as well. But I think that Zenkaiger is not too crazy, but like I feel like it's a little too out there for Power Rangers right now. But then again, like Power Rangers has taken some wacky concepts and made it into something really cool. And it's not that it's bad or anything like that, but like I think it would be interesting. But I think that Zyuohger might be the best like safe option of those three. I still think that the best choice if we were going to get a Sentai adaptation, and we're not, but if we were, I would like to see Kira Major be the one that gets one. But unfortunately, no, we're not getting another Sentai adaptation anytime soon, or probably ever. We have all those leaks, which are still technically rumors from the Illuminati, but I trust their sources, and of course I have a bias being on the Illuminati's news team. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I write articles for them as well, and so I kind of hear things, you know what I mean? So as all as I can really say on that, but I definitely do believe the things that they posted about the 30th anniversary. Austin St. John's situation complicates some things, I think, but I still think that they're still planning to do stuff along the lines of what Illuminati has already reported on for next year. We'll just have to wait and see on it. But yeah. When do you think they'll give us more morphers in the Lightning Collection? I don't know. It's very strange. Like they made that Power Morpher mold back in 2020, right? And you would think, oh, okay, the most logical thing to do would be like the same thing that Bandai always did. We do the Tommy version. Or then we would do maybe the Master Morpher finally. I want a Master Morpher so badly. And Hasbro sits there and goes, let's make it pink now. So that toy's a mess. It's not bad. I just don't like it. And it's like one of those, it's the perfect example of buying everything to be a Lightning Collection completionist. I really hope that they go back and do, I want them to do other morphers that are not just the Mighty Morphin morphers, of course. But let's be honest here, they're going to just make more Mighty Morphin morphers. Wow, that was a tongue twister. So I would like for them to actually finally make Tommy's morpher. Like I said, I really, really want a Master Morpher, but who knows if they're ever going to do it. But hey, the 30th anniversary would be, I think, a pretty good time to do it, so I would love that. Let's see here. Oh, hey, we got a $2 super chat from Tales from the Grid. Thank you very much. Thoughts on 2022 pre-orders not shipping out till 2023? Yeah, so I think that the shipping problems are slowly starting to ease up a little bit. I think that a lot of the things that are listed as early 2023 release dates are not going to be early 2023 release dates. I think they will be more of like a fall 2022. I know that like whenever they reveal Wave 12, whenever they reveal Wave 12, I feel like they're going to probably be like, and it comes out in February. I'll be like, no, it doesn't. It will come out in like a month. Technically, I think Hasbro is behind to the point where I think we very well could see Wave 12 being found either, internationally like we have before, or even in the United States before Hasbro even reveals it. They're taking too long. I don't know why they won't reveal it yet. But I think that we will still keep seeing that trend of pre-orders being announced for 2023 but come out earlier. These release dates are always tricky to try to believe and try to follow. So there's that. Let's see here. Looking at more stuff here. My mouth is getting dry. All right, so let's see. What I personally like the 2017. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And if there was anything that would say that like it probably definitely will not happen in the Lightning Collection, it would be that. I think that Hasbro wanting to do their own movie reboot in a couple years, I think probably doesn't want any 2017 merchandise or recognition or anything on the shelves at all. Maybe someday we would do it, but I don't think it would happen anytime soon, which is unfortunate. I really, really want there to be some. I love the 2017 movie, but I do not see that happening anytime soon. But yeah. Yeah, I think about that too. The shifting into high gear comment. I still don't really know what that would be for, if it even is anything. Like, we could be reading into that way too much, or we could not be reading into it correctly, or they want us to. I have no idea. It's so strange. I still love that Hasbro, that we kind of forced Hasbro as a fandom to reveal a Lightning Collection figure back on May 3rd. However, like, where's the rest of Wave 12? Like, why? Where is it? It's very strange. I mean, at this point, we know every single thing about it, except for, I guess, exactly what Mighty Morphin Black figure it's going to be and what the figures look like. I check every single day, and no updates. And I'll check again here tonight, but who knows? Who knows? Wow, that jumped into a lot of... that jumped very much ahead into comments. If I miss comments, I apologize. Things are jumping ahead. I'm trying to answer as much as possible. Some of them are not even questions. I'm just kind of looking here. Let's see. I found 2 Henchman figures at Walmart today. Very excited. They were a bit hidden on. Yeah, that was kind of how I found them too. I found Henchman at one of my local Walmarts, and they were like not like on the bottom shelf, but they were hidden like behind stuff. And I was like, oh, hey, there we go. That's the figures that I need. But yeah. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Speaking of coming out earlier, we definitely should see Zap Dino Megazord ship out before August. Probably pretty soon. I've seen a lot of internal listings from retailers that are expecting the Dino Megazord to be out in June. So technically tomorrow, or in 45 minutes, when it becomes June 1st, at least in my time zone, it could be like the earliest that we see it. I think that we definitely will see it released definitely before August, but I don't know if it would be in June. I don't know if it will be in July, but I definitely could see it happening very soon. I think that the NFT, the black and gold version of it that was slated for August, that probably won't ship earlier. But then again, that's going to be a very tricky thing to try to track. I mean, I'm not going to cover it on Lightning Storm. I refuse to cover that particular entry because of the means of it existing. And I said that months ago. But I don't know how exactly that would work, because there's like 1,200 of those that are going to be in existence based off of how many of the NFTs sold. So, or actually, how many of them were redeemed correctly, because a lot of them were not redeemed correctly. So, I don't know how that would work. I expect that one will probably not come out until August, but I will follow that in the background, but I refuse to report on it. The Dragon Zord, I don't know why that's not up for pre-order yet. That should also be released sometime around August. Like, I've seen internal listings that have claimed the Megazord for June, the Dragon Zord for August. But the pre-orders say Megazord August, Dragon Zord no pre-orders. So, I don't know. But just keep in mind, they still haven't revealed the Dragon Zord's price, but it's at least 120 from what I've seen. So keep that in mind. But just keep in mind that we're probably going to see both of those Zap entries be released by like September, October at the latest, I would imagine. So just keep that in mind going forward. As for any future entries, I don't know if anybody else has asked a question on that yet. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see what they do. Let's see. All right, we got a lot more questions there. There's one I wanted to see from earlier. Yeah, that's a good question too, or a good point that you bring up, is that, yeah, I think that we will... I personally do expect us to get another Power Month event. But the thing is, there's certain things they have to reveal before August. Probably. I don't know how much release dates have shifted. So, like, basically, I'll just say it right here. What I'm expecting, like, and I mean, it's bad to have any expectations for any fan first event, especially after the last one that we had back in April. That one was complete hot garbage. But based off of leaks that have happened recently, items they need to announce soon, and stuff like that, I would say if they were to do another fan first, what I would expect or what I would hope from it, probably what I would hope from it is better to say. What I would want them to do is do a fan first where they go, here's the rest of Wave 12, and we get Wave 12 pre-orders. Here's Deluxe Wave 2, we get Deluxe Wave 2 pre-orders. Here's more details on the Dragon Zord that we didn't show off last time. Here's the pre-orders for that. Then finally, here's the metallic White Ranger figure that leaked from Singapore a couple weeks ago. What's interesting about all of that too is that Wave 12 should be out soon, probably, unless something happened with it. It should be out very soon. Dragon Zord, like I just talked about, should be out by the end of the summer, so they need to give us pre-orders for that. Metallic White, which if you don't remember that having happened, a retailer in Singapore leaked a listing, like they put up for pre-order on their Facebook page, Metallic White, and they listed it as releasing in June. And then I reported on it, and then I guess someone told them or something, because then the listing got pulled down. But it's too late, that showed us that Metallic White is coming. So we need that to be officially announced. And then we're in the time frame to where I think we could get Deluxe Wave 2. Now, the listings I've seen for Deluxe Wave 2, which, if you don't remember, is Wild Force Red with some kind of vehicle and another Mighty Morphin monster. I've seen listings for that to be out in October, I think. It was supposed to be August, but it got pushed to October. Because I know Wave 13 got bumped to December, and Wave 14 got bumped out of 2022 to 2023. Deluxe Wave 3 got bumped from October to December, I think, as well, something around that. But that would be way in the future. But like, basically, I think they could announce a bunch of stuff in a fan first before August, and then you could use August to announce, Wave 13, Deluxe Wave 3. You could announce maybe the next Zap entry. You could announce other stuff we don't know about yet. There's a lot of things like that I think that they could sprinkle out through a big August announcement, but also still have a pretty big fan first event before August. So that's kind of what I'm hoping that they do. Whether that's a fan first in June or it's a fan first in July, at that point, you might as well just wait till August. But like, that's kind of what I'm hoping for or anticipating here. Or at least that's how I would do it. So, but yeah. Looking at more stuff here, I don't think they would save announcements for Morphicon. I think that they would, because that'd be at the end of the month. I think they would probably still want to sprinkle them out, but I could see that too. Let's see. But yeah, lots of comments. Oh wow, we have another super chat, another $2 one. Thank you. It's a Zap NFT. Hasbro's way of getting our money now. That was probably some particular method. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. That is probably some particular way that was probably some logic behind the idea of doing that. Was to get money up front like that. But yeah. Let's see. Reading more comments here. I think I accidentally skipped a couple. My bad. In Space Silver. Yeah, In Space Silver is already out, and it's been out since October. The problem with that figure in particular is the fact that Hasbro has never acknowledged that they made that figure. They've never revealed that figure. Now, that doesn't really matter. It matters for me, for my own sanity, because I like when Hasbro reveals the figures themselves. But the biggest problem is the fact that we know he's supposed to be a Walgreens exclusive, but he has never released in Walgreens stores, Walgreens website, ever. For all intents and purposes, he's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive because he's gone up on Hasbro Pulse like 3 times. I don't think he's gone up in months at this point. He went up in stock with no warning too. He just pops up in stock on Fridays occasionally. But like I said, it's been months since that happened. I thankfully that was somehow how I was able to get mine. But like, who knows? It's supposed to be up on Walgreens, their site, their stores eventually, but I don't know. Let's see here. Hopefully Power Rangers has a showcase upcoming because Marvel, Star Wars, G.I. Joe have new shows. Yeah, I guess that's true. So, see, that's another thing too. Like, I know G.I. Joe already announced that they're doing Yojo June, which I'm actually kind of excited for. So I'll be looking at all that stuff. So like, we kind of have an announcement for at least more fan firsts for them. But we don't know anything about if Power Rangers is ever going to get a fan first again, or when, or what, or how. Who knows? So that's a thing. Let's see here. I have an interesting question. Would you make an appearance in History of Comrade Games final part? Oh, is that, are you talking about like Marcos's like History of Kamen Rider series, Marco Satsu series? Is that what you're talking about? Because I mean, that'd be fun. One of my biggest hopes for Morbius 2. Hopefully, the movie is called It's Morbin Time, and that's just said. That's the only, I hope that's the only thing in the entire movie that's ever said. Just on repeat. $7 billion right there. It'd make all the money. But yeah. What do I use to store Sentai Gears Avataro gears? I can show you. It's on the floor way over here. There we go. So I use this bead container that I got at Michael's. And I have the link for it bookmarked. I can try to find it and tweet it out or something. But I just use this bead container. So this fit every single Sentai gear from Zenkaiger. But I don't have... I need to buy another one of these for Avataro gears. But it worked really nicely. And I stored all the weapons for like all the Change Heroes and Yuta figures down there. And just some other miscellaneous Zenkaiger stuff I had. But this worked great. And as you can see, it fit the entire regular set. It fit all the dark gears. It fit all the special gears and Gashapon versions and whatever. So it fit them all. So that was a good investment. I think it was like $15 or something to get that. And I was like, yeah, that works out. So I'm happy with that investment. And I'm going to do it again. So yeah. Oh, the camera quality's gone poopy. Yeah, I figured as much. That's how the internet works here. Have I watched any Garo series? I have not, actually. I've heard really good things about certain Garo series, but I've surprisingly never seen a single episode of it. And I don't really know how I haven't done that. So I would like to at some point. But yeah. Let's see. What are the chances that Hasbro makes the extra Zords from Dino Fury before the end of the year, or not make them all? I would say it's very likely that Hasbro does not finish those at all. I don't think we're going to get any more Zords beyond the ones that we already have, which is extremely unfortunate. We should get more Zords. We should get the rest of them. But yeah, it's probably not going to. I would not hold my breath for it. I think we're going to be getting we are going to be getting another wave of basic figures. But beyond that, I don't know if we're going to get anything else for the Dino Fury toy line at all. It's pretty much definitely kind of just petering out here at the end. As it usually kind of goes, but like, yeah, they skipped a lot. And I don't think we're going to get them. How many Ranger keys do I have? That's a good question. Let me pull up the spreadsheet that I use to keep track of them for my series. So I have 380 Ranger keys out of the 591 that I say that there are for me to get. So I need 211 more to complete the whole line. So we're getting there. It's definitely taking its time. I'm just looking at more stuff here. Just checking some Twitter notifications real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything super important. I did want to check something on Toku Collectibles first real quick to see if they were getting it. Okay, not yet. I was waiting to see if they were going to put up the movie gears for Dawn Brothers, or I guess technically for Revice. I think those are going up for order soon. But yeah, looking at more stuff here. If they made a 7th Dawn Brother, I want green. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I'd be down for any more Dawn Brothers at all. Ranger West asked, am I going to get the Memorial Gearliner? Yes, I have it pre-ordered. I pre-ordered it last week after it got revealed. Thankfully, Toku Collectibles lets you pay in installments of 4. So using that like Shopify or whatever service. So thankfully I'm paying for it in installments of 4, and I will be paying it off until July 9th. So yay. So I've paid for it 1/4 of it. But yeah, I am getting it. I have to get that. Even though it doesn't come with any exclusive gears, I love the Gearliner a lot. The original version is right there. It's such a fun toy. And so I'm down to get a special version of it. I wish it was cheaper, but it is cool that it's bigger. So I'll give them that. But, you know, yeah. So, oh boy. But, yeah. So, let's see what else we got. Can't wait to see your video of it. Yeah, my video will come out of it in, it releases in January. So whenever I get it, which should be, I assume, in January, I will go ahead and do the video of it. 1 bar on the internet connection. I'm sure I look like complete poop right now, but yeah. We have another $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Tales from the Grid. I really, really appreciate it. Thoughts on the Hasbro Zord quality / price versus Bandai? That's a good point, too. I think that the Dino Fury Zords, I never bought the Beast Morpher Zords, so I can't really speak onto their quality or price. The Dino Fury Zords, I think, are a good price. I think the Ryusoulger ones are probably better in terms of, well, first being a more comprehensive line, actually giving you everything. And also probably quality as well. Price-wise, Dino Fury is going to win. Articulation-wise, Dino Fury is going to win. But I think both of them have their ups and downs. I think if you want to play around with the Zords more, I think like making all those fun combinations and everything, I feel like the quality is better on the Ryusoulger ones, and you're not going to be as prone to breaking them, which is very unfortunate because like the Dino Fury ones never stay together very well. The ports break pretty easily for ports that are supposed to be used constantly to make a bunch of combinations. They shouldn't break that easily. And like I'm a collector, I'm not like ramming the pieces together. I'm being careful with them. And I still broke pegs on mine, which was extremely infuriating. But like I said, the price wise, it is a lot better. You do get, you can pretty much get the 3 main Megazords from Dino Fury for like nearly the cost of like 3 nights or 5 nights from Ryusoulger, which, that definitely is something to think about. So there is that. Let's see here. Reading more comments here. Now this is going to be another interesting one. With the previous deluxe Gashapon or Candy Toy versions of the gears work? They should. There's really no reason why they wouldn't work. The gears themselves, the new diecast ones, have the same notches and everything. Unless they changed the size of the gears, which as far as I'm aware, they didn't. I'm pretty sure. They should be just fine. The only gear I don't think would work is Zenkaiju, who's sitting right there, because he kind of has a special latch system into the original gear liner, so I don't think that he would fit. But I think any other gear should work, just like it did before. I would imagine so, at least. Let's see. January. Comes out January 2023. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no Spino pieces. They didn't make the Spino, which is extremely annoying. Do I like toy exclusive Zords? Yes, I do. I think that there's a lot of really fun ones that are out there, especially during like Dino Charge. They had a lot of fun there, and they made some really cool looking ones too. But yeah, do I think that the Talon Ranger / Dark Ranger will get? Do I think we'll get him in the Lightning Collection? I hope so. I love that suit a lot, and we need it to complete the Beyond the Grid team from the comics. So that would be really, really cool. But yeah. So what's interesting about this too is that, speaking about Memorial items and CSM items being backwards compatible or whatever, most of the time they are. They usually advertise that they can't guarantee that they are, and that's because they don't. I guess it's because they don't bother to test everything beforehand, because that would take a long time, and also because they can't guarantee that everything would work. But for the most part, this stuff usually does. For the Memorial Mobirates, yeah, the past Ranger keys, they completely work. They work the same way. I haven't actually tested the new keys in the old phone, but if you have the old keys, like for example, if you didn't want to get to that very expensive 35 Red Ranger key set that had the auto flipping and everything, and you already had all the reds before, cool. You don't need the key set. They will work the same way that they did before in the new Mobirates. For the CSM lock seeds, that's another good example. The lock seeds actually do work in the CSM belt. You can, I don't have it, but I've seen enough videos to prove it. You can use the deluxe lock seeds from 2013, 2014 in the CSM belt. You can't use the faceplates, though. That is one thing you can't use because they kind of changed the whole way that the faceplates work because they put all those voice phrases into the CSM. So that's like the only thing I've seen so far that like doesn't work. So like I don't see why the gears wouldn't work in the new gear layer. I think that they will. But yeah. Billy showing up in his Kaiser suit would be pretty sweet. That would be cool, actually. I would really like to see that. I forgot you have blonde hair. It looks good. I know, right? It's kind of weird. To me, like, it doesn't look as blonde as it actually is because, like, I'm used to my hair kind of being, like, a brown already. So to me, it almost looks like my natural hair color, but it's not. Not really. I haven't seen my natural hair color since March. It's been 2 months, but yeah. What gears does the Memorial Gear Liner come with? So it comes with die-cast versions of the 5 main Zenkaijers. and then it comes with a re-release of the 2022 Avataro Gear hybrid thing, the one that they use like in the final arc of the show. But that's just a re-release. That's not anything different. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I do think we will get Jiron, Vroon, Majin, and Gowon. I don't know if I can leave his name. Keys, because there are sounds programmed into the Memorial of Pirates for them specifically. So I do think it's going to happen. I think it's possible that with the new Two Kaiser versus Gokaiger special, it's coming out this Saturday, which is extremely exciting. I think that it's possible that they could announce the Zenkaiger keys or more Zenkaiger keys after that special. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the special, or maybe not. Maybe they won't even appear in the special and they'll just announce keys anyway. That could definitely happen, or we'll get nothing. Well, I'm very curious to see what like the next week is going to be for Sentai, for Ranger Key stuff in particular. We could have a really fun week. But yeah. What years of Super Sentai are the more items pulling from? So it seems like at this point, there's not really like a Memorial has kind of replaced Super Sentai Artisan. It kind of seems in a way, but Memorial seems to pretty much just be pulling from the more modern shows. Kind of. I mean, the furthest that Memorial has gone back is Gokaiger, but like you could argue that the Memorial Mobiles is just like a Super Sentai Artisan Mobiles under a different name. Like it is. It's basically exactly what that probably would have been anyway. So I think that that's kind of just how it goes at this point, because Memorial is essentially Sentai's version of CSM, and so I think that basically they're going to. But the difference is that I think Memorial is going to probably keep redoing all the new changers like right away, which is kind of annoying. And also probably not the best idea, because like technically we're still getting Zenkaiger content. There could be some weird sound or weird feature that the Gatelinger just does in a movie or in a special in like the next year that this new Memorial version won't be able to do. And like that would kind of ruin the whole point of the toy. But for the most part, Memorial has done Gokaiger and it's done Lupin Ranger onward. So every season since Lupin Ranger has gotten one. So it's probably a pretty good chance that we're going to get a Memorial Dawn Blaster at this time next year. I'm sure we probably will. But that kind of goes to this question as well. What season do I think should get a Memorial item? I know somebody already mentioned it down here. Could I see a Memorial Gabba Revolver being a thing? I absolutely could. With next year being, I almost said Resoldier. For next year being Kyoryuger's 10th anniversary, it's Kyoryuger, which is like the best-selling Sentai series toy sales-wise in like the last like 15 years or something, I think, if I remember that correctly. So I bet we're going to get more Kyoryuger stuff next year. I'm sure we will. And that would be awesome. I would be very tempted by that. I have a Giga Gabba Revolver, but I don't have a regular Gabba Revolver. So that would be really cool. I could easily see that being a thing. I mean, hell, Korea made an entire sequel to Kyoryuger like 5 years ago. And that was like basically for the 5th anniversary. So I can't even imagine what they're going to do for the 10th. But I almost guarantee that we're going to get a Memorial Gabba Revolver. I don't see how we wouldn't. You know what I mean? So we'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. Like that, yeah, that'd be cool. A Memorial Seiza Blaster with all 10 of the cute. That would be pretty neat. I would like that. Would I get a Shoto Kyoryuger? Probably not, since Lightning Collection kind of has that covered. I mean, I know those are very different figure lines. I feel like I do want to go back and get older Shoto Super stuff, like I had said earlier. But in terms of, like, if I were to pre-order anymore, because I pre-ordered Gokaiger because it was Gokaiger. I really wanted to get that right away. But if they announced a Go Ranger one, I would pre-order that right away, because I really like the Go Ranger suits, and I've always wanted to own some kind of figures of them to just kind of have that representation in my collection. So if they ever did a Go Ranger set, which I'm kind of surprised they haven't already, to be honest, I would get that right away. But like, I mean, any set would be cool. Lewis said, "You are awesome, Josh." Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Do I think that we'll get a crystal version of Zenroku Zenkaio from the Kira Major versus Zenkaiger as a premium release? See, that's tricky, because that's such a big thing for them to make. Like, Zenroku Zenkaio is huge. You can't even see it, but like it's right there above me. Like, I'm looking at it right now. It's awesome, but it's big. And that'd be extremely, extremely expensive. Man. Yeah, I don't think they would do that. If anything, They wouldn't do it deluxe, but they'd be likely to do it as mini plot, if anything else. Which I kind of surprised they haven't announced that for mini plot. To be honest, they actually were pretty good about doing mini plot releases for premium stuff for Zenkaiger. I didn't get any of it, but they did a lot. They did Battle Caesar Robo, they did the Dark Zenkaio, they did Hakaijuo. So like, and they're doing Don Zenkaio as a premium release, which is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I could see that happening, because that would be kind of easy. But like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, deluxe would probably never happen. That would just be a little too much for them to do. But yeah, so let's see here. Gotta answer this message real quick. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I am going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon. I do have other stuff I'd like to do or have to get done for the channel for tomorrow and everything like that. And also my voice is getting pretty strained from talking for like an hour and 10 minutes. But I figured we'll go for probably like another couple more minutes, maybe like until like a quarter till or something like that. So just keep that in mind. But I really like talking to you guys. This is awesome. So I'll keep answering some more comments and keep chatting a little bit. So this is great. Let's see. How much money do I think Memorial Kyoryuger thing could be? The way I could see it is, I would say, well, the Gear Leaner is $200, but granted, that's Toku Collectibles price. That's not the actual retail price. But I always base it off of just Toku Collectibles price, because like, if there's no other store I'm going to be able to get this from other than Toku Collectibles, so I would say that a Gabba revolver could probably be like 1,400 yen. Not 1,400, 14,000 yen. So like 140-ish. I guess it would also depend on how many Judenshi that they would include with it. Yeah, that could be tricky. But I would say probably like 150 Japanese price, which means we would pay like 200 something for that. 220 maybe just 200. I don't see it being less than 200 basically. Or at least I'd see it being around that ballpark, if anything like that. Do I think Memorial will venture into helmets like Legacy? Ooh, that's a really good question. I've never actually seen Premium Bandai like do like helmets and stuff before. That, I don't know if that's a popular thing over in Japan or not. It just seems to be something that we like. I never even thought about that, actually. That could be interesting if they ever decided to do that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Just wanted to say I'm a huge fan of your channel. Keep up the great work. Been following this year, and it's nothing but great things. Much love, bro. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, the channel's been killing it, and I mean it's all thanks to you guys. Like, I make the content, but like the channel, its success is what you guys put into it. I can only do so much on that front. So I really, really, really appreciate the support on the channel. I uploaded a lot of videos this past week. There's a lot of really cool news that happened. And the channel is doing great. Like, I think we're probably going to hit 10,000 subscribers by Morphicon, I would imagine. I don't see why we wouldn't. We're at like 230 or 9,230 or something like that. So we're only like 750 away or so from that total. So I definitely think that it could happen. But yeah, let's see here. Looking at more stuff. What is other CSM rider stuff I like to see? Technically nothing, because I can't afford any CSM stuff ever, and every time they announce CSM stuff, I get jealous. But I could see them doing like, well, they're almost done with Lockseed, so I don't know what they would do next. If they did like Ride Watchers or something, I'm screwed, because I love Ride Watches. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I talk about Revice and have I seen Kamen Rider Aguilera? Yes, I have. I think her suit's pretty cool, actually. Some people on Twitter and stuff didn't seem to like it very much, but I thought it was great. I really like it. I like her driver. I like the weekend driver quite a bit as well. I don't have enough money to buy it right now, but I think it looks pretty sweet. I think I probably prefer it to the original Libero driver. I mean, they both look cool. But yeah, I love her suit. I think Revice is a pretty fun show. I need to get back to it. I need to get caught up before Ultimate Revice debuts because that looks so good. Do I ever think that they're going to make key sets for the Post and Ninja Ragers to complete the teams? That was always my hope that they would do it like that. But I don't think they would at this point because of the fact that they did the After Gokai set. So we got at least one representative from every team. If anything, I could see them doing color themed sets, which I'm kind of surprised they haven't already decided to do that. I would love like a blue set, a yellow set, a green set, stuff like that. And then eventually that would eventually help us complete the teams later on. It would be nice if they had just done like some big set or like maybe divided it up into like half the teams here, half the teams here that we didn't make. But it would have been cool, and I would still like for it to happen somehow. But yeah. Let's see. Tales from the Grid, another $2. Thank you for $2. How do I balance work, life, content, channel? I don't know. It helps right now. The fact that I am on summer break, so I don't have any college stuff to worry about right now for a couple of months. So that helps. It also helps that this is my main job. So all the revenue that I make to buy tokusatsu toys and everything like that comes from the channel. So in that regard, it's basically my job, so I have to treat it as such. But from there, I mean, it's just really it comes down to the kind of content that I make and everything like that. But certain things that have certain schedules and everything, like Lightning Storm takes me like an hour and a half to put together every single week. And so I know how much time I need to set aside to put together for Lightning Storm every Friday night. I know, how long certain videos are going to take and everything like that. So I can kind of plan ahead how I want to do certain days, how I want to structure certain things, how long things are going to take to edit, how long things are going to take to upload, stuff like that. I still try to, it also helps that YouTube lets you, schedule videos in advance so I can get a video done. I can set it to go live at like noon or something. And then like, this is what I did all the past semester. Then I could go to class and I can get the notification in the middle of class that my video went live. So that's great. So now it's out there. I'm making money on it, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's tricky. It's definitely a tricky thing to try to balance. Have I done it the best? Probably not. There's been certain family events or friend events or something that I've turned down because I needed to work on stuff for the channel, or vice versa. I've turned down certain channel things to do other stuff. So it's a balance, and it's a rewarding experience. Though it really is to test my skills and everything like that. But that is something I do want to actually to bring up about the channel thing here, which is something I think I said I was going to do like an hour ago at the beginning of the stream, and I never got to it. So I do have some announcements to make about the channel. So give me 1 second. Oh man, that's better. My voice is getting really dry. So June on Toku Topics, and this is how we're going to wrap up the stream tonight. I'm just going to talk about this for a minute. So probably not the best idea to announce it like an hour and 18 minutes into a stream at around midnight, but I'll make more formal posts about it and like community posts and everything. So in about 2 weeks, I am beginning a summer internship for my campus because I'm about to be a senior in college, and to graduate from my degree, I need to have an internship. And so I found an opportunity to take an internship up at my film school on campus for 7 weeks between June 13th through July 31st. And so that will be having me required to go back up to the dorms. So I will be moving back into the dorms again in 2 weeks to live up there for about 7 weeks. And that will be, I will basically be, there's the summer camp program that they have for teenagers to come up and film stuff at our film school and kind of get the experience with working with the professors and the teachers. That's the same thing, and the courses and everything. And basically, I'm going to be one of the camp counselors. So I'll be taking them around the city. I'll be, showing them how to use the gear, showing them around the film school, helping them out with their projects, that kind of stuff. So I'll be very busy with that. And what's also nice is that it's a paid internship. So that would definitely be very helpful to pay off my pre-orders, to have money to spend at Morphicon. It's going to be great. It's also 40 hours a week. So it's going to be a full 40-hour week job, essentially. And so I'm still going to do the channel, obviously during that, but like videos are probably going to slow down a little bit. It's also going to be a different dorm than the one that you're used to from my videos where I've at the dorms. My campus has 2 different dorm buildings, and I've always lived in one I've always lived in one particular one and never the other one. And for this program, I'm being put in the other one. So it'll be a different experience for me. It'll be a different experience for you guys to see how the backgrounds are, how the setting is, how the audio sounds. Because I always thought the audio in my dorm sounded terrible because everything just echoed around in there. But you guys didn't seem to complain about it too much, so that was good. But just look forward to that or anticipate that happening in about 2 weeks through the end of July. Now, one thing I'm going to do, or 2 things I'm going to do during that time frame, is I'm going to try to work on getting some videos out ahead of time that I can schedule during that 7-week period, so I don't have to do as much channel work in between my days off and my breaks during this internship, because I'm already going to be stretched thin as much as it is. So I am happy to announce that during this 7-week period, I will be bringing Lightning Library back. Lightning Library is a series that people have seemed to like. People have requested it coming back on the channel after its basically year-long hiatus. And I've always said I wasn't going to do season 3 until I had all the 2021 Lightning Collection releases. And I finally do. So now we can get going on this. So Lightning Library will be coming back in about 2 weeks, around the time that I start the internship. There's also another series that I'd like to start on the channel that I'm going to try to have some pre-recorded videos for that they can drop throughout this time frame as well. But I'm not ready to say anything about that series yet. So stay tuned on that front, but there will be announcements with that soon. So expect Lightning Library Season 3, expect another new series, and of course, other typical videos. I'm still going to be making videos while I'm doing this internship. Lightning Storm will still happen on Saturdays. I'll still make news videos. I'll still freak out with Ranger keys. I still have packages delivered to the dorm to do videos on, reviews and stuff like that. But just know that there could be some periods of time mid-June through the entirety of July where the channel just slows down a little bit. But then we're going to ramp it right back up because then at the end of the internship, I have like an additional 3.5 weeks of my summer to myself before the semester kicks off, to where I will be back here and I will be working on videos again and getting ready for Power Morphicon, which will be the end of my summer, because I literally, the first day of classes of the fall semester is the day after Power Morphicon is over. So Power Morphicon ends on a Sunday. My first class is at 9 o'clock in the morning the following Monday. I'm going to be so tired, but it's going to be so worth it. So lots of really cool things happening on the channel and in my life, really, in the next 3 months. So we're going to make it work the best that we can. So I'm really excited about all of this. And yeah, so that is that. That's kind of the announcement I want to talk about at the end here. And like I said, if people didn't catch this, there's 46 people watching right now, which thank you for still watching. But if you didn't catch that at the end of an hour and a half long live stream, I don't blame you. So I will be making more announcements on that. Community posts, Twitter posts, and of course you'll see the videos. And if you don't care about any of the stuff behind the scenes as to why certain series are happening or why videos are maybe not as frequent as they might have been. And my goal is to kind of try to make as many videos to where you don't even notice that I'm busy with other stuff. I want the channel to just keep going pretty much as normal, where it's nearly daily uploads. I've never said that I do daily uploads because I've never wanted to commit to that fully, but I kind of basically do at this point. I always try to have no more than 2 or 3 day gaps between videos because I just want the channel. I always want to talk about this stuff all the time. So why take any breaks, right? But that's it. I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here. People are saying congrats and thank you for the hard work in the chat, and thank you. I really, really appreciate that. It really means a lot. And I think that's going to go ahead and wrap up this kind of edition of Talkin' Toku Tuesdays, which I don't know if that's going to be a thing I do every week now, but I've done it now 2 weeks in a row, and I think I've had a pretty fun time both of these times. So hey, maybe we'll keep going. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these or whatever. We can kind of just ramble on, answer questions and stuff. This was fun. Like I said, I didn't really have a topic to talk about in particular. There was certain things in the thumbnail or in the title that I was kind of hit on, and I sort of did a little bit. And if not, I've already done videos on those already. So yeah, but yeah, I think that's going to go ahead and do it. So until next time, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LiveRangerKey or at LandingFigPR. Thank you all so much for coming out here this Tuesday night. It's always great to talk to you all, and be sure to check out all the videos I've uploaded recently. Like today, I uploaded a really cool Dino Thunder custom figure stand video, so be sure to check that out. as well as a review of the Super Sentai toy history book. I also posted videos about all the new Dawn Brothers Six Ranger stuff. And tomorrow, there'll be a new episode of Project Unlock to kick off the month. So which keys did I buy? You'll have to find out. And I have some videos planned for Thursday and for Friday and some good stuff coming. So just stay tuned. And that's all I got. So until next time, I'll see you all later. Tokusatsu forever. And I never have my mouse on the end broadcast button. So I always just have these minutes of seconds of silence and awkwardness. So goodbye. Thank you all.